All right, guys, welcome to Yeah, I Said It. We got messages from people, and thank you so much for all the feedback you send. We love it when you guys write us back to tell us, so talk about this, talk about that. It really excites me, okay? Someone asked us to talk about attractions when you're married. What do you do when you're married to somebody, but you still have attractions to other people? They're people you like. You see them, and you're like, oh, see Bobby, or whatever. You know, I'm just random example. Or you see him, you like his chest, you like his eyes, his eyebrows, his hair, his voice, the texture of his voice, the way she speaks. Or maybe, like I said, just something physical. You like her boobs, her butt. I don't know why I emphasize the butt, but yeah, everybody has their own proclivities. That is mine. Now, moving on. Let's talk about it. What do you do with all of that? Let's help you. Okay, first things first. What do you do with an attraction? You acknowledge the fact that you have an attraction. Stop binding attractions. It doesn't make any kind of sense. Listen, in all my years as a Christian, I have never successfully bound a breast before. Like, you can't bind boobs. You can pray about it all you want. Attractions don't go away like that. What you're attracted to is what you're attracted to. Okay, so listen, be honest with yourself. I like her bum. I like her breast. I think he's handsome. I love his voice, or whatever it is. Yeah, be able to say it to yourself. That this is something I'm into. This is something I like. This is something that I consider my spec. All right? Acknowledge it to yourself. That's the most important thing. All this praying and binding of an attraction, not going to help you. That thing you have acknowledged, that spec you've recommended to yourself, or you desire, or you appreciate, is a weakness. It's a weakness for you. It's your own personal weakness. It has nothing to do with the person involved. It is your personal weakness. Okay? So you don't need to tell them. It's your own personal weakness. So if you like the girl, you don't need to go, I like you. No, you just like that thing about her, all right? She could have been anybody else. So don't make it a thing for her to deal with, especially if you work in the office. And I'm going to deal with this another day, maybe talking about how to handle office romance and all that stuff. But don't put any pressure on her by telling her now that you like her, or telling him now that, you find him attractive. Forget that conversation. Never have that conversation. Acknowledge it to yourself and then move on, all right? It's a weakness that you have. It's something that you're into. Nobody else needs to know, all right? Then what do you do? What do you do with all this attraction? What do? You figured out that you like this person, you like that girl, you like this person. What do you do, all right? You have got to take precaution. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. How do you check yourself? Okay, first things first. No unnecessary hanging with that person. No, I know. Listen, I'm not saying you can hang with boys in the office or only hang with people of the same sex. I'm saying that particular guy, no unnecessary hanging out with him. No unnecessary hanging out with that girl. Or that, let me just go and chill in his office. Let me just go and chill in her office. Let me go and check on her. I have to hug her every time before I leave the office. Hello, please, all right? All that stuff should stop. All that unnecessary hanging out. Let's just get drinks after work. You can do it with other people, just not with that person. You can hang with all the other guys in your office. That particular guy, you should never be alone with him. Right? Listen, let me speak personally, because maybe you're getting all touchy about the fact that I'm telling you this stuff. Personally, I could hang with a slim, chick, those slim frame, no butt, no boobs kind of lady. I could hang with her all day and we'll be good. You can hang at the club, we can hang at the bar, we can hang at the beach, we can hang anywhere in the world she wants to hang, and everybody's gonna get home fine and chaste. But if I'm hanging out with somebody who is why am I doing this? If I'm hanging out with somebody slightly different, I'm blessed in other areas, right? And if you see my wife, I like them South African spec, right? Yeah, listen, if I'm hanging with somebody else who is endowed in other areas, it's going to be a more challenging night for me. That's for damn sure. All right, so listen, you won't find me, I'm telling you that even if I end up hanging with such a person, I know what I'm doing to myself. I know the temptation I'm suffering, right? So generally, if I'm trying to fight a temptation, you're not going to find me hanging with that kind of person, because that's right now my skinny friends are going to be like, yes, it's a fact. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, so don't hang with them unnecessarily. All that hanging out one-on-one, no need. 2, no rubbish talking. Yeah, no naughty talking. Don't be talking rubbish to each other. And this happens a lot in the office. My office husband. Nonsense. Stop that rubbish of office husband, office wife. Stop it, all right? No nonsense talking. All that over familiarity is where problems start, my sister. Oh, my God. All that club that enters dancing, stop it. All that unnecessary conversation. 1, stop hanging out with them too much, all right? 2, stop talking to them and talking dirty to them, all right? And I'm going to tell you guys, especially the guys, there's a danger of green lights. when you start talking to each other, you start flirting, there's always the danger in your mind. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to be naughty and say it. I'm just going to be naughty and say it. But then what if they accept? What if they like it when you say it? What if you say it and they're excited about it and they say, go on? Because many people, many guys, many girls have knocked people out of politeness. Let me explain what that is. You flirted with this person just to be naughty for one day. You flirted. Then all of a sudden, they gave you a green light and flirted right back. You know, like, what you doing? You know, who you with? Where you at? Or you got plans. Don't say that. You know, before you know it, y'all like, we should be dancing, romancing, and the east wing of the mansion was happening. Like, how did you get there in one sentence? Why? Because it's easy. Once you started flirting and the person's giving you green lights, before you know it, you're collecting. Like, kill us, oh, look at you. And then she's like, come and take now. What do? You take, because you want to be polite. That's what you call Cordials Knacks. Like, I was just being respectful. I only knocked her because, you know, I had given her red lights, I had strung her along, and it would be rude to now say, okay, I was just stringing you along, I was just flirting, just leave it. So now you've knocked her out of just being respectful. You know, Cordials Knacks. What are you guys doing? It's Cordials Knacks, so. Oh, goodness, I don't know how I come up with this rubbish. Anyways, bottom line, stop talking rubbish to each other. That rubbish talk just creates access that makes it easy for those three-word conversations. Where are you? On my way. You know, anything can happen. You can throw something out there and get an immediate response. See this, babe. Do you like? Come and take. You know, that's in all sorts. I'm being silly, but you know what I mean. People can respond favorably to your flirting, so stop. Okay? So, no hanging out unnecessarily, no rubbish talking, and listen, no rubbish talking after office hours. Don't text him or sext him or text her or sext her after office hours. Or don't, even if it's a forward, see what they sent me, don't send it to her, all right? Like once you start with all those messages and you're texting her and sexting her, anything can happen, okay? Anything can happen. Don't even do it during daylight hours. Many a guy has knocked a break because... Many a knack has happened in the office, yeah, in this Nigeria that we live in. So please, don't, and if you don't know what knack means, go check the Nigerian Urban Dictionary. It's a term for taking carnal knowledge of someone, right? So many people have taken carnal knowledge of a colleague in the office because they were just flirting, and before they knew it, it was one of those 9.5-week scenes, like rushing each other, tearing shirts, you know, like, and bathroom stalls. Let's not get graphic. All right. Bottom line, just don't have those conversations. So no hanging out unnecessarily, no random conversations with this person after work, sexting and texting, no talking rubbish, no matter what time of day it is. Please stop asking him or her for wisdom. Stop asking them to advise you. I just need your advice. You know, especially about your marriage. Yeah, you can't be going to someone you're attracted to ask them to advise you about your marriage. Stop. All right. Now let's talk about this thing about attraction and then going to meet somebody you're attracted to and asking them for wisdom. You can't do it. All right. Why? Because you'll be battling three things. You're already battling one, the attraction, but once you do it, you're going to be battling three things. All right. First, there's the attraction. I like her boobs. Sorry. I like her butt, or I like his chest, I like the way he speaks, I like the way he walks, oh, he's so intelligent, whatever it is that made you attracted in the first place, there's that. Second thing you'll be attracted to is the emotional dependence. Whenever that person comes through to make you happy when you're sad, or give you wisdom about your finances, or give you wisdom about your kids, direction about your kids, listen, you are creating some emotional dependence, which is going to always pull on you. In emergencies, that's going to be the first name that's going to come to your mind. So don't do it, all right? Then the worst, the third thing, the allure of the forbidden. Go and ask Eve. Once they tell you, you can't have it, there's something it does to you. Eve knew that thing wasn't, look, she knew she wasn't supposed to eat it. Now, because of her, no man is seeing Bobby freely anymore. Now, all of us are wearing clothes because God has covered our shame. Like, because of one, do not touch. Now, still listen, don't spoil it for the rest of the people coming in this life. Just leave it alone. That allure of the forbidden is attractive. When they say you can't have it, you can't have her, right? It's going to be attractive to you. So don't start what you can't finish. I mean, I know you can't finish it, but you know what I'm saying. Don't start something you don't intend to. I know many of you intend to. Listen, what I'm saying is, this thing, trouble there. Free that guy or free that babe, all right? And one last thing. I always forget this one in time of need, and I hope you remember it when the conji is holding you and when the attraction is dazing you left, right, and center. Give yourself time to see the person's rubbish. Because I assure you, in this life, Everybody, no matter how beautiful, everybody takes a crap. And the reason God made that, why there's nobody in this life that just through thinking clears out their system. God made it that way so that all of us will recognize it's a leveler. I wish I could use the swear word. I don't like to curse, but everybody has got some sugar, honey, iced tea in their life. Yeah? Everybody has got some rubbish in their system. Everybody. No matter how Christian, no matter how holy they seem, no matter how mature they are, no matter how beautiful she is, no matter how attractive, no matter how intelligent, no matter how successful she is, everybody has some rubbish in their lives. And you know what? If you just give yourself time, you'll see that that thing might just be so off-putting to you that the attraction will pale into insignificance. Maybe she's not spiritual. Maybe she can't pray to save anybody. Maybe she can't cook. Maybe he's just dumb. Like there are many people who are so attractive, but just if you hit their heads, it's hollow. Like nothing there. Like give yourself time to see that part of them. Right? Everybody, listen, if you doubt me, when you married your wife, did you know she was like that? Did you know she had craze? Like like everybody has something. My wife is crazy. Like when I married her, I didn't know how crazy. You know, I wasn't sure. But listen, I learned it over time. Is she crazy? Yeah? And yours is probably too. And guess what? That girl you're toasting and dying for, she might have some crazy in her. She might have some, she might have some neediness in her. She might have some, some nasty, dirty, filthy physical habits. Maybe she doesn't wash her underwear. Maybe she just, is just foul. Maybe she's a gossip. I don't know. Yeah, and the guy himself might be lousy. Give yourself time to overcome that attraction by seeing their nastiness. Give yourself time to overcome all of that attraction by seeing who they really are or seeing other parts of them that are just as human. My village people say, food where you don't want to chop, make you no smell them. Yeah, I said it.